Hello, welcome to my math classroom in my living room. I may not have a printer at home, but I have a whiteboard, so this is where the lesson is happening. You already have the notes that have been posted. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I want to look at one specific problem. It is problem number 3 on page 2. Usually in the past, students who have started this class feel okay about adding and subtracting, okay with word problems. But the real struggle that students have is this idea of using a tape diagram. In math class, we like tape diagrams because a lot of students are visual learners, so they like seeing something to kind of help them make sense of the problem. So this is really good for any visual learners out there. What a tape diagram does is it gives you an idea of what the total is and what the different parts are to help you figure out if you need to add, subtract, or sometimes both. So to help us with what a tape diagram is, I'm looking at number 3, which says there are 31 students on the red bus. There are 29 more students on the yellow bus than on the red bus. And the question is, how many students are on both buses? Now, what a tape diagram looks like is just a big rectangle, pretty much. What the whole rectangle represents is your total. Sometimes the problems give you the total, sometimes they don't. So in this problem, we are looking for how many students are on both buses. We're looking for the total. So we don't know the total. The total is usually represented something like this. So if they had told me there was a total of 100 students on both buses, I would write the number 100 here. Since they're asking us to find the total, though, I'm going to put a question mark there. That is what the question is asking us to find. That's what we're looking for. Now, what they did tell us is there are students on the red bus and there are students on the yellow bus. Those are going to represent our two parts. In order to find how many total students, we need to know how many students are on the yellow bus. So part of my tape diagram is showing part of those students are on the yellow bus, and then the other part is the students on the red bus. Depending on the problem, there could be more than two parts. So if there was, I don't know, a green bus too, I would have another rectangle over here showing students on the green bus. The rest of this is just filling in the information they told us. So I see they told me there are 31 students on the red bus. Under red, I can go ahead and I can say there are 31 students there. The other thing they told us is how many students are on the yellow bus. Now, they didn't exactly tell us. Sometimes it's tempting for students to say, 29 students, 29 on the yellow bus. But it didn't say 29 students on the yellow bus. It said 29 more students on the yellow bus than on the red bus. And if you pause for a moment, think about what are we going to need to do then to figure out how many students are on the yellow bus. Go on, I'll let you think. If there are 29 more students on the yellow bus than the red bus, that means in order to find out how many are on the yellow bus, we need to take how many were on the red, 31, and add in 29 more. 31 plus 29 is going to represent how many are just on the yellow bus. Once you've got all of this written out, the reason we like tape diagrams is because it helps you figure out what you need to do. In order to find how many total students are on the bus, on both buses, we would need to do 31 plus 29, that would be our yellow, and also add in this 31 for how many on the red. So to get my final answer, I'll put it over here. I want to do 31 plus 29 plus 31. If you do all that, 1 plus 9 plus 1 is 11. So I write my 1, carry my 1. And then 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 2, 6. Plus 3, 9. And so we get 91. Now, if you've had me before, you know I'm not just looking for 91. What I would like for you all to say is, if the question is how many students are on both buses, we're going to write 91 students. Just so you know what you figured out. It's not 91 buses, $91. Putting that word there is going to help you, especially in the future when the word problems get more complicated. Hopefully this example helped you figure out what tape diagrams are. Feel free to reach out to Denise or I if you have any other questions on the U-tries and the notes or on the homework problems. If you are like a new student starting at this, weird time where our school is closed. Welcome to the class. This is a very strange way to start the class, but we will be so excited to see you in person when we come back to school in 3 weeks. Everyone else who's returning, hello. I miss all your beautiful faces. Good luck with this lesson, and I will see you for future lessons.